There are people in this world who do not have your best interests at heart. They walk among us, sometimes disguised as friends, partners, colleagues, even family. They do not seek connection, only control. They do not offer kindness, only calculated deceit. And if you are not careful, if you do not sharpen your awareness, you may find yourself ensnared in their web before you even realize what has happened. Evil does not always announce itself with a snarl or a raised fist. Sometimes it whispers in your ear with a smile. It disguises itself in charm, in false promises, in subtle manipulations that make you doubt your own judgment. These individuals do not seek to build, they seek to take. They do not support, they dominate. And worst of all, they do it in such a way that you feel like the one at fault, like you are the problem, like you are the one who needs to change. There are people who see relationships not as connections, but as opportunities for control. They manipulate without remorse, twisting words and situations to suit their desires, leaving you questioning reality itself. These individuals do not act out of misunderstanding or ignorance. They know exactly what they are doing. They calculate their moves, setting traps with precision, making you feel guilty for things you never did, making you doubt your instincts and slowly bending your will to serve theirs. Manipulation is not always loud or aggressive. Sometimes it is soft-spoken and wrapped in false kindness. It comes in the form of subtle guilt-tripping, emotional blackmail, or gaslighting, where they make you question your own memories and perceptions. They tell you that you are overreacting when you stand up for yourself. They rewrite history to make themselves the victim, and if you dare to call them out, they paint you as cruel, selfish, or ungrateful. The most dangerous manipulators are the ones who make you feel like they are helping you while they tear you down. They position themselves as your savior, as the one who truly understands you, all while isolating you from others and making you dependent on their approval. Their validation becomes a currency, and you end up chasing it, losing yourself in the process. But you must wake up. You must see through the deception. Your instincts are not wrong. If something feels off, it is off. If you feel like you are constantly being twisted into knots, questioning your worth, walking on eggshells to keep someone happy, then it is not love, respect, or friendship. It is control. And the only way to break free from it is to recognize it for what it is and refuse to participate. You do not owe anyone your mind, your peace, or your self-respect, no matter how much they try to convince you otherwise. You are not obligated to stay in a dynamic that diminishes you. The moment you stop engaging in their manipulation is the moment you take back your power. And that is the one thing they never wanted you to realize. You may think that everyone has a conscience, that deep down all people have some level of guilt or remorse when they hurt others. But that is a dangerous assumption. There are individuals who do not feel the weight of their actions, who do not lose sleep over the damage they cause. They can say the right words, mimic the right emotions, and play the part of a caring person when it benefits them, but it is all an illusion. Their concern only lasts as long as it serves them. The moment you are no longer useful, the mask drops. You will notice it in small moments when they dismiss your pain, when they make light of your struggles, when they shift the blame onto you instead of taking responsibility. They may say they care, but their actions prove otherwise. They do not offer comfort unless there is something in it for them. They do not listen to understand, only to respond. And when they hurt you, they do not feel regret. They feel annoyed that you are making it an issue. The most dangerous part is that they will make you question yourself. They will convince you that you are too sensitive, that you expect too much, that your emotions are the problem. They will train you to accept their indifference as normal, to suppress your own needs to avoid conflict, but you must not fall for it. You must recognize the pattern and protect yourself from those who cannot truly care. Real empathy is not selective. It does not disappear when it becomes inconvenient. It is not used as a tool for manipulation. If someone consistently ignores your pain, invalidates your feelings, and treats you as disposable, then they are showing you who they truly are. Believe them. You do not need their approval, their validation, or their presence in your life. You deserve to be around people who see you, who respect you, and who value your emotions, not those who exploit them. There are people who do not deal in truth. They do not operate with honesty or integrity, but instead they manipulate reality itself to serve their own ends. They are masters of deception, not just in words, but in action, in presence, in the very way they construct their identity. They lie with ease, but not just to others, to themselves as well. They weave false narratives, distort facts, and twist perception until what was once clear becomes murky and uncertain. You may think that deception is always obvious, that liars give themselves away with nervousness or inconsistency. But the most dangerous deceivers are not clumsy or reckless. They are deliberate. They are precise. They create illusions so convincing that you doubt your own senses. They do not just tell lies, they craft them carefully, ensuring they fit the emotions, desires, and weaknesses of the people around them. They know what you want to believe, and they use it against you. At first, their charm is undeniable. They present themselves as trustworthy, as confident, as someone who understands you in ways others do not. They say what you need to hear. They offer solutions, reassurance, validation. They make you feel safe. But beneath it all, there is an agenda. And once you become entangled in their web of deceit, extracting yourself becomes painful. The danger of deception is that it does not just mislead you, it changes you. When someone lies to you enough times, you begin to question your own instincts. You start ignoring red flags, dismissing gut feelings, assuming that the problem is with you. This is how they maintain control, not through force, but through confusion. The way to protect yourself is through clarity. Pay attention to actions, not just words. Patterns matter more than promises. A person who lies once will lie again. A person who manipulates in small ways will escalate. Trust must be earned, not given blindly. Do not ignore inconsistencies. Do not excuse dishonesty. And most of all, do not allow someone else to rewrite your reality. Truth will always reveal itself, but you must be willing to see it. There are people who take more than they give. Not in a temporary, understandable way, because we all go through moments of struggle, but as a pattern, as a way of life. They drain your energy, not because they need help, but because they thrive on your exhaustion. They undermine your confidence, not because they are unaware of their actions, but because your self-doubt benefits them. These people are not always obvious. They don't come into your life with warning labels or flashing signs that say, I will make you doubt yourself. No, they come disguised, sometimes as friends, partners, even mentors. At first, they seem supportive, even kind, but over time you notice that your enthusiasm starts to fade when they're around. Your ideas feel smaller. Your ambitions seem foolish. You start second-guessing your choices. How does this happen? It happens in small, almost imperceptible ways. A backhanded compliment that makes you feel insecure rather than proud. A sarcastic remark that masks real criticism. A subtle shift in tone when you express excitement about something. They don't need to attack you outright. All they need to do is plant seeds of doubt. Water them with repetition, and wait. Before you know it, you're hesitating where you once moved forward with certainty. You're asking for permission where you once took action. You feel tired, not from working hard on your goals, but from the mental and emotional weight of carrying their negativity. And that is exactly what they want. Why? Because people like this do not want to see you rise. Your growth threatens them. Your confidence highlights their own insecurities. Your independence makes them feel powerless. So they work, consciously or unconsciously, to keep you in a place where they can control you, where they can feed off your energy and keep you from realizing just how much you're capable of. There are people who will hurt others without hesitation, yet convince themselves, and everyone around them, that they are the real victims. They justify their cruelty, twist reality, and manipulate perceptions until the truth is so distorted that even those they harm begin to question their own experiences. This is not mere selfishness. This is a dangerous mindset, one that destroys trust, peace, and the very foundation of healthy relationships. These individuals do not take responsibility for their actions. When they are cruel, they claim it was necessary. When they lie, they say it was to protect themselves. When they betray, they insist they had no choice. Every mistake they make, every wound they inflict is excused by some external force. Someone else pushed them to do it. Life was unfair to them. They had no other option. And because they refuse to acknowledge their own wrongdoing, they repeat it over and over again. The most dangerous part of this mindset is that it allows them to maintain a false sense of righteousness. They do not see themselves as people who hurt others. They see themselves as misunderstood, unappreciated, even oppressed. They will recount their struggles endlessly, using them as shields to deflect any criticism. They will demand sympathy while offering none. They will hurt others, but if confronted, they will collapse into self-pity, turning the conversation away from their actions and onto their own suffering. You cannot save someone who sees their cruelty as justified, and you certainly cannot build a healthy life while carrying the weight of their unresolved battles. The moment you stop engaging in their endless cycle of self-pity and blame is the moment you reclaim your own power. Walk away if you must. Let go of the guilt. Your responsibility is to protect your own integrity, not to enable someone else's self-deception.